All right, so you're next. This was a first time watch for me. I've had this for years. Never watched it. Actually, I tried to watch it. I think I tried to watch it with Eric. And as you may or may not know, I think I mentioned you can't watch movies when Eric's around because you just get too distracted. So you're next. So being that this originally came out in 2011, had its wide release in 2013. This has been all over the internet. People praise this movie for a kick-ass final girl, which it does have, and the twist, which I knew about, but I had an up and down with this twist, because it was like, so the story here is that this family comes together for this big anniversary dinner, and people show up en masse and start killing people. With the twist being that one of the family members is actually in on it. And I pegged a certain family member as being in on it from the very beginning. And then when they revealed which family member was in on it, I was like, oh, so I picked the wrong guy. But then, as the movie went on, and this person wasn't coming back, I'm like, are they really doing this? Is he part of it? Am I right? Is he part of it? Or are they going to show him dead in the final reel? Like an old school slasher. And then they revealed that he wasn't on it. And then it didn't make sense to me. At least, kind of. So, okay. So, we had this family dinner, right? And these masked people start killing people. But what they don't know is that Sharni Vincent's character, Erin, the girlfriend of the middle son, Crispin, was raised on a survivalist camp because everyone in Australia was raised in a survivalist camp, I guess. And she knows how to fight back. So, she is the kick-ass final girl. She is the epitome of final girl. Like, I hate that the final girl trope started with, oh, they're just the last one left, so they're the final girl. You need to have someone who's kick-ass throughout the entire film. Like, Ripley in Alien, not. Aliens, yes, but in Alien, she's just the last one left. Alice in Friday the 13th, she's just the last one left. And as much as people are going to hate on me, Laurie Strode in Halloween 1 and 2, just the last one left. It's not till H2O that she really kicks ass. You know what I mean? But they've gotten away from that trope of, oh, you're the last one left, so you're the final girl. They really got away from that, and now you have kick-ass final girls. Erin is one of them. You know? And now you could say, like, oh, Kirsty, who's one of my favorite final girls from Hellraiser. Yeah, but she had a lot more going on with that. But anyway. So here's the twist. So, like I said, I knew the twist that one of the family members was in on it. So there's a scene towards the beginning of the film. Well, it starts with this scene that made me kind of roll my eyes because it starts with a sex scene, and it's one of those, overdone sex scenes where the guy gets finished first and like, I'm gonna take a shower. Dudes, guys, try to hold it in. You are not there to just satisfy yourself. You have to satisfy your ladies. If you just go until you finish and say, I'm gonna take a shower, she gonna leave your ass. She turns on this music, which we keep going back to during this film, and it's a terrible song with lyrics you can barely understand. And I'm gonna point this out here. When she puts it in, it's on repeat CD repeat. Means it's gonna repeat the entire CD. Yet, for the entire film, and when they keep going over to that house, it repeats the same song. And you're like, oh, well, maybe it's just repeating the entire CD and it's on that song every time I go over there. Yeah, but we see it start repeating again. it stops. That song gets finished. It stops. Starts repeating that song. It's supposed to repeat the entire CD, not one song. And it's very apparent that they only had one song to put in the film. So why didn't it just not say repeat track? It makes more sense than repeat CD. I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, a couple kills. So we have our matriarch of the family, the two heads of the family, the mom and the dad. The mom played by Barbara Crampton. I saw her. I'm like, where do I know her from? She was from the Animator. Pretty cool. And the mom thinks she hears something upstairs. So the dad goes upstairs to check it, and he finds this door that's a little bit open. He goes to open it, and he's stopped by his middle child, Crispin. And I was like, okay, he's in on it. From that moment, I'm like, it's him. He's the one who's in on it, because he stopped. Had they opened the door, they would have found the people in there. Because later we find out that they were living in that room, waiting for them to get there, which is weird, but they are. And that's what started to confuse me. Because I'm like, okay, so Crispin's in on it. And then after Kelly is killed, Crispin takes off. And I'm like, okay, he wants to get out of there so he can come back in the final reel to save them. And then when the dad finds the room, I'm like, yeah, Crispin's definitely in on it. He has to be, because he goes up there, he finds the room, he finds the milliman in there, the dad does. I'm like, Crispin has to be in on it. And then they immediately follow this up by revealing that Felix and his girlfriend, Z, are the ones in on it. And I'm like, wait, was Crispin a red herring? I'm like, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. I'm like, oh, Crispin was a red herring, and they're going to find him, and she's going to find him strung up, like outside or something. That could be cool. And then, so after it's finally revealed to our final girl, Erin, she kills them. Like, she uses a blender on Felix to kill him, and then stabs Z. And I was like, okay, now we need to do the thing where she runs outside, she runs outside. I thought this was going to happen, because there's this whole thing with the phone not being able to, signal, and I figured, so now she's going to run outside, she can get her signal back, and she's going to call Crispin. The phone's going to ring, she's going to hear it, and turn around to find her boyfriend's dead body hanging there. That's a great ending to the film. Have her scream and film. Or have the cops show up. But no. Felix's phone goes off. And she answers it. Erin answers it, but she doesn't say anything. Crispin's on the other side, and he's in on it too. I went, wait, what? No, that doesn't make any sense to me. So, it's revealed that, they revealed that Felix was in to get the inheritance. But then, when they reveal that Crispin is also in to get the inheritance, do you realize that's not how inheritance works? They're not both going to get inheritance. It goes to who's ever oldest. That would be Crispin. So Felix still ain't going to get shit. Unless they do a thing where he's like, well, I'm going to share it with my brother. I feel like we should both share it. Then I see it. But for all intents and purposes, it really seemed like Felix was in it for his own, even though he was in it for the money, and that's what he wanted to get. And then, although he was a little iffy because he had to kill his own brother, which he didn't want to have to do, but yeah, it is revealed that Crispin was behind this, They were both him and Felix were gonna get money, and Aaron was supposed to be the weak victim, the only one left after a slaughter, and the witness to this all. But they didn't know that she grew up on a survivalist camp. Who does that? Why can't you just say she had survivalist training? Like, she's from Australia. You could just say she grew up on the outback and she knew how to hunt. Why does she have to live in a survivalist camp? That just makes no sense to me. I don't know. They make it seem like her dad was overprotective, and I get that, but Erin's a kick-ass character. I'll tell you that much. I just didn't like this. And then she kills her boyfriend. This is what really made me throw my arms up. She kills her boyfriend to immediately then be shot by the police. I hate that kind of ending. I hate it. I hate this. I hate that kind of ending in a horror movie. This character goes through so much. It's why it's why the movie Intruder got me so much that I didn't care for that film, because while it doesn't go that route, she's shot by the cop, and we're led to believe she's gonna take the blame for all the murders. She's still alive, by the way. And then the cop goes through the door and triggers a trap that Aaron put up earlier that kills him, although it just cuts into a title card at the end of the film, which I was like, okay. Why couldn't we just have a survivor ending? She kills her boyfriend, she goes through the window because she knows there's a trap on the door, she stumbles out, the cops arrive, and she tells them what happened, and then we have her in a towel with something to drink, water or something, while the cops report on what happened, pull away from the camera, and film a standard slasher movie ending. Why couldn't we just do something like that? Why do you have to subvert all expectations? She gets shot, which does nothing for her or the rest of the film, other than now she's got a bullet in her shoulder. And then you kill off the cop? What's going to come after this? Are more cops going to show up? Is she going to go to jail? We don't know. I hate it when we have these quick endings. We don't know we need to know, because you're not intending for a sequel. We need to have a wrap-up scene in these movies. The Toll Man, for as stupid as that twist was, had a wrap-up scene. We need a wrap-up scene. Yes, you're sit there and you say, hey, The Intruder had a wrap-up scene. Yeah, I didn't like that one, though, because it wasn't what it should have been. You know? I'm just saying, we should have had a wrap-up scene, but the ending is, I don't know. Overall, I think the problem with this is that it was overhyped for me. I went in expecting this to be an awesome film, which I was a little let down. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think that it's good, but not as great as people build us up to be. They say Erin's the greatest final girl. I'll admit she is one of the best final girls. I'll put that out. But I just feel it was a bit of a letdown, and that's overhyping. That's all it comes down to, is overhyping. I heard so much good stuff about this film that it was overhyped for me. But 7 out of 10, there it is. So let's pick up my next one quick here. The Blu-ray. Because I can't escape this movie. You put it in there. I know, but it's Hereditary. Okay. Get it over with, right? Get it over with. So, what are your thoughts on your next? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next One. Get it? Because you're next. Next.